Char 787. Hey guys, it's Char 787, and today I'll be doing a full tour of Royal Caribbean's Grandeur of the Seas. I have the picture on screen right now. So here's a few facts about this cruise ship. It weighs 74,000 tons and has a capacity of 2,446 passengers, not including crew. So today I'll be doing a full tour walkthrough of the cruise ship. Hope you enjoy. So at the top of the ship we have this Izumi Asian Cuisine restaurant. This restaurant is located at the most top, the highest public deck of the Grandeur of the Seas, and it is Japanese food, and you can use some Japanese food, whatever. If you don't like the normal food that you're given. And by the way, this is premium, so you have to pay extra if you want this feature. And there is a pretty good view at the top of this ship. Now on level 10. Now level 10 is so level 10, starting at the back of the ship, you can have a really pretty good view of the back of the ship, of the engines roaring and the engines creating its waves and stuff, and its trail at the back of the ship. And you have a rock climbing place where you can go rock climbing. Right now it's closed, but so you can go rock climbing. It's pretty good. Rock climbing is pretty fun. It's actually pretty hard, and you can see the engine throws the smoke tubes at the back and the Royal Caribbean logo. And so continuing towards the front of the ship, we have this shuffleboard. It's called shuffleboard. Is it? Yeah. You have the shuffleboard place where you can play shuffleboard. At the front of the ship, okay, moving on towards the front, there's the music that plays 24/7, and you have the pool right here, which is on deck 9. Moving on towards the back of the ship, there's this jogging track. So this red line in the middle of this deck is the jogging track. So if in the morning, if you want to get some exercise and you don't want to go to the fitness center, you can just jog on the jogging track, and then jog around the ship on the upper deck on a few times. But here is the very front of the ship, and it is a really good view. And on deck 9, at the back of the ship, we have the fitness center and the solarium. The solarium, at the back of the solarium is there's a eating place or food, and the solarium is basically an indoor adult swimming pool. You saw it before when I was looking down through the window before on deck 10. But this is the solarium. Now here's this cool door. You can just press a button and the door slides open like that. And now at the now going towards the pool. And before we get to the pool, there's this tennis area. We can play tennis. And there are two pools. Well, technically one that's chopped in half, but anyways, one main pool that's about I believe 2 meters deep, and there's another baby pool that's about only a third of a meter deep. And there's also 4 whirlpools, which are jacuzzis. 2 are reserved for children, 2 are reserved for adults. But here is the pool. And of course, we have this big screen at the front, and a gigantic big screen that plays stuff 24/7 and some movies and stuff. And I'm moving on towards the front of the ship. There's this bar, and here more another sliding door. Just press the button, and this is the front of the ship. There's this Windjammer Cafe. The Windjammer Cafe. It's a buffet restaurant. Every day on the cruise on Monday, and on every day on the cruise boat for breakfast and lunch, you can go at the Windjammer Cafe to eat. And this is the main center of the Windjammer Cafe, big circle, pretty good. The food's actually pretty good there. And you got a really good view at the front of the ship over here. On deck 8. Deck 8 is the top part of the centrum. The centrum is like big. The centrum is the center of the ship, but the centrum is like a hollow tube down the middle of the ship. And when you're on the deck 9, you can look down and see the centrum. It goes all the way down to deck 4, and they do programs here and shows and stuff all the way down on deck 9. Deck 4. Now deck 8, there's only one in this Grandeur of the Seas, but on deck 8 there's this Royal Suite. Royal Suite is the most luxurious room on Grandeur of the Seas, called the Royal Suite. It's a gigantic suite. I'm not sure how much square feet it is, but it's very luxurious. It's at least $10,000 per person. And it even has a double door for it. And a fancy plaques in the Royal Suite. But anyways, on deck 7 is just stateroom, so there's nothing special about that, so I'm not going to cover it. And on deck 6. On deck 6 at the back of the ship, you have this this bar and lounge area and a view at the back of the ship. And they sometimes do shows here at the lounge. Currently, there's an art auction happening. And now on near more to the front of the ship, we have the Schooner Bar. Schooner Bar is another bar on Grandeur of the Seas. But yeah, it's just one of the bars on Grandeur of the Seas called Schooner Bar on deck 6. And now here on deck 6, now at the Centrum area. Yeah, the Centrum, we can look down. It's much closer to the bottom than on deck 8, which is up there. You can see it from here. But here's the Centrum on deck 6. And you got here is the Centrum Shops, which is basically shops and like coffee shops. There's shops on the ship. It's located at the Centrum Shops in the middle of the boat on deck 6. So for the Centrum Shops, you can just lots of shops here. You can buy jewelry, clothing, watches. Any shops out there, over there, you can just buy stuff from it. The shops on Grandeur of the Seas. Now at the very front of the ship on deck 6 is the Palladium Theater. Palladium Theater is a theater where you could It's pretty much a theater where they do shows and celebrations and any programs they can do, like singing, comedy, magic, ventriloquism. They just do it here at the Platinum Theater. There's only one theater on this show, boat though, but yeah. And that was the upper deck, deck 6, the upper deck of the Platinum Theater. There's 2 decks to it. And here at deck 5. Deck 5 at the back of the ship is the Great Gatsby restaurant, the upper deck of the Great Gatsby restaurant. And a quick fact here, the Great Gatsby restaurant can hold 1,200 people in total. 400 people on the upper deck and 800 people on the lower deck. So it can hold about 2/3 of the entire ship's population at once. The entire ship's population capacity for guests is about 2,000, around 2,000. A little more, but yeah. Now here's the Centrum on deck 5. For my opinion, deck 5 is the best view if you're watching any programs or celebration or just wandering around. Deck 5 is the best view of the Centrum. And of course, you have the shore excursions, which is the place where you can learn about what you can do when you're at sea. When you're at the locations, and you have guest services. And now here you have the certificates of the boat and Casino Royale. Casino Royale is like a treasure-based money thing. Lottery places, Casino Royale sign right there. Pretty fancy casino on this boat.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to inform you that today's qualifying round for the background tournament is officially closed. No more time-ups after this. This is your last chance. This is the moment of truth. Good luck, guys.
And over here you have the Platinum Theater again. It's the lower deck of the Platinum Theater, the main deck on deck 5. In a Platinum Theater, sometimes they do movies. Sometimes they do shows such as singings and dancing and acrobatic shows and ventriloquism, magic shows. Just any show they can just do here. And actually the lighting service, like the lighting quality, like how they do the lighting and some audio, and the shows here are actually pretty good. To be honest, I think the shows here are like almost Disney quality. There are multiple backdrops they can drop down to on the Platinum Theater, and curtains and stuff. Just like a normal fancy theater. And of course, every cruise ship has a deck. But here's the main deck on the cruise ship. On deck 5, there's a deck that goes all around the entire cruise ship. Look down, enjoy the view, and just have fun on the decks. Here on deck 4, at the back of the ship, here is the lower level of the Great Gatsby restaurant. Like I said before, the Great Gatsby restaurant lower level holds 800 people. And moving on towards the front of the ship, this is the base of the Centrum. Like I said before, the Centrum is a big hollow tube down in the middle of the ship. Now the Centrum, the level 4 is the bottomest level of the Centrum. Here at the bottom base of the Centrum, they can do shows like singing and dancing. Sometimes they do nighttime shows, but mainly they do singing and dancing here, and when the instruments and stuff. And now more at the front of the ship is just more staterooms, so I'm not going to cover that. Decks 3 and 2 are also staterooms, so I'm not going to cover that either. But I hope you enjoyed today's video, a full walkthrough tour of Royal Caribbean's Grandeur of the Seas. Hope you enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun during my cruise, which I will upload as a video to a trip report later on. But I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough tour of Grandeur of the Seas. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what I should do next time, and I'm out. Char 77.